Section 31. Release window, cast, story, and everything we know about Star Trek's first streaming movie. Academy Award winner Michelle Yeoh stars in Star Trek. Section 31. And here's everything we know about Star Trek's first made-for-streaming movie. Section 31 is written by Craig Sweeney and directed by Olatunde Osunsonmi. A spin-off of Star Trek Discovery, Yeoh reprises her role as Emperor Philippa Georgiou, the former ruler of the Mirror Universe's Terran Empire, who joined Section 31 in Star Trek Discovery Season 2. Star Trek Section 31 was originally planned as an ongoing series spinning off from Star Trek Discovery from a suggestion by Michelle Yeoh. In January 2019, development began on a Star Trek Section 31 series, which was scheduled to film from May to November 2020. Yeoh's character, Emperor Georgiou, was written out of Star Trek Discovery Season 3 to segue her into Section 31. However, the COVID-19 pandemic halted Section 31's production. Yeoh's availability also impacted Section 31, especially when she won the Best Actress Academy Award for Everything Everywhere All at Once. However, Yeoh used her Oscar clout to put Section 31 into production, this time as a feature film to stream on Paramount+. Star Trek Section 31's first teaser trailer premiered at San Diego Comic-Con 2024. Highlighting more action than Star Trek fans are typically accustomed to, Section 31's trailer also evokes a central dilemma as Emperor Georgiou's Black Ops spy team conflicts with the morality espoused by Starfleet. Section 31's trailer introduces the entire team Georgiou assembles, with the central characters appearing. It also shows intriguing flashbacks of Emperor Georgiou's blood-soaked past, with the young Philippa played by Miku Martineau. Star Trek Section 31 is Star Trek's first movie made for streaming on Paramount+. Section 31 is also the first Star Trek movie made since Star Trek Beyond premiered in theaters in 2016. Section 31 is also said to be a very different type of Star Trek story, which is fitting since there's no indication it will be set on a Starfleet starship or space station, and will delve into the murky history of the United Federation of Planets' top secret Black Ops agency. If Star Trek Section 31 is a success on Paramount+, it opens the door for a sequel continuing the adventures of Emperor Georgiou. Section 31 becoming a hit also means the 2-hour format for Star Trek on Paramount+ becomes a viable option for future projects. New Star Trek concepts, or perhaps other Star Trek fans want, like the Star Trek Picard continuation dubbed Star Trek Legacy, could become made for streaming movies on Paramount+. Star Trek Section 31's cast and story. Fittingly, Star Trek Section 31's story is shrouded in mystery. It has been revealed, however, that at least part of Section 31 takes place in Star Trek's lost era of the early 24th century before the events of Star Trek: The Next Generation. Section 31 also involves time travel since Emperor Georgiou jumps back 800 years from Star Trek Discovery's 32nd century. The official synopsis of Star Trek Section 31 is as follows. Joining Michelle Yeoh in Star Trek Section 31's cast are Sam Richardson, Omari Hardwick, Casey Roll, Rob Kaczynski, Sven Rygrock, Humberly Gonzalez, James Hiroyuki Liao, Joe Ping, Miku Martineau, and Augusto Bitter. Roll plays the younger version of Rachel Garrett, the doomed future captain of the USS Enterprise C, who was played by Trisha O'Neill in the Star Trek The Next Generation classic, Yesterday's Enterprise. Richardson plays the first Chameloid shapeshifter seen since Star Trek VI, The Undiscovered Country, while Humberly Gonzalez plays a Deltan. Meanwhile, Rob Kaczynski is not playing a Borg despite his character's cybernetic exosuit. The Star Trek universe is once again expanding, this time with a much-anticipated feature-length film centered on one of its most enigmatic organizations, Section 31. First introduced in Star Trek Deep Space Nine as a shadowy Black Ops division within Starfleet, Section 31 has captured the imagination of fans for its morally ambiguous role in defending the Federation at all costs. Now, after years of speculation, the first Star Trek streaming movie based on Section 31 is on the horizon. Here's everything we know about this exciting new installment. Release window. Though initially rumored as a potential series, Star Trek Section 31 has shifted its format to a standalone streaming film. Paramount Plus officially announced the project in early 2023, confirming that it would be the first Star Trek movie exclusively produced for streaming. As of now, filming wrapped in mid-2023, with post-production expected to conclude by early 2024. The release date, though not yet set in stone, is tentatively slated for late 2024. Paramount Plus has been strategic in spacing out its Star Trek content, particularly with its various series, Strange New Worlds, Discovery, Picard, and Lower Decks, all releasing new seasons within close succession. With the growing competition in the streaming landscape, releasing a major film like Section 31 could serve as a significant boost to subscriber interest later in the year. Cast fans were ecstatic to learn that Michelle Yeoh will reprise her role as Philippa Georgiou, the primary leads for Section 31. Yeoh's return has been long awaited, especially after her portrayal of Emperor Georgiou in Star Trek Discovery Season 1 and 2 earned her critical acclaim. However, the version of Georgiou who leads this film is not the heroic Starfleet captain from the Prime Universe, but her counterpart from the Mirror Universe, a ruthless, calculating leader who eventually found redemption of sorts after serving with the Discovery crew. Georgiou's new journey, now as a member of Section 31, promises to delve even deeper into her morally complex nature. Joining Yeoh in undisclosed roles are other notable actors from the Star Trek franchise, although their specific characters remain under wraps. There's speculation that Star Trek Discovery cast members might make cameo appearances or brief returns, given Georgiou's connection to that series. Additionally, reports suggest the possibility of introducing new characters tied directly to Section 31 operations elite agents, scientists, or other Federation insiders. Story: the plot of Star Trek Section 31 remains largely under wraps, but a few key details have been revealed that give fans a sense of the film's scope and direction. The movie will pick up after Georgiou's departure from the Discovery timeline, where she was last seen stepping through the mysterious Guardian of Forever portal in Season 3 of Star Trek Discovery. This time jump serves a dual purpose: to remove Georgiou from the far future setting of Discovery and place her back in a more familiar, possibly pre-Discovery timeline. The specifics of her mission, however, are still unknown. What is known is that Section 31 will continue to explore themes of espionage, moral ambiguity, and the dark underbelly of Starfleet's efforts to safeguard the Federation. Unlike the more utopian ideals typically associated with Star Trek, Section 31 operates in the shadows, taking actions that the Federation's public face would never condone. Given Georgiou's brutal experience as a tyrannical leader in the Mirror Universe and her subsequent transformation during her time with the Discovery crew, the film is expected to delve deeply into questions about redemption, loyalty, and the cost of protecting a utopian society. It is also worth noting that this project could potentially expand on Section 31's historical influence on events within the Star Trek universe. In past series, Section 31 was involved in the Dominion War, genetic manipulation, and the development of bioweapons, all morally dubious endeavors designed to secure the Federation's safety. Georgiou's new mission could provide further insights into this organization's reach, perhaps even exploring historical events like the Romulan Wars or early Klingon conflicts from a fresh perspective. Expectations and themes: as the first streaming movie in Star Trek history, expectations are sky high for Section 31. Fans are eager to see how the franchise transitions into the streaming film space, a move that could set a new precedent for Star Trek storytelling. With Michelle Yeoh's recent Academy Award win for Everything Everywhere All at Once, her star power brings considerable weight to the project, suggesting it could attract a broader audience beyond just hardcore Star Trek fans. Tonally, the film promises to be darker and more morally complex than most Star Trek entries. Section 31 is, after all,